1996 or 1997? Chris, I know you know the answer to this because it was the same year that Kobe Bryant was drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers.
The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. And you've got it on 2K Sport. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Baca is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1. And for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Matthews. And it's LeBron in at the point. Got that one up quick.
Spacing the floor with his supreme shooting. Just another thing LeBron James does so well.
And Shaq, you know about getting buckets inside, but it also is great to see those guards who can also score when they get inside with bigger players. Who comes to mind of guys that would take it in against big guys like you?
Well, if you're talking power, you got to go with Russell Westbrook, John Morant, Zach LaVine. Now, if you're talking finesse, you're talking Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, and my main man, Kemba Walker.
Yeah, I think that's a great list to have. Those are guys that they show you can do it a variety of ways, right? You can be physical, you can play above the rim, but you can also hit them with the smitty and play below the rim.
Caldwell-Pope for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Stops, pops, that one wide left. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The rebound by Ibaka. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. And George kicks to Leonard, jacks up a 3. And James pulls it down. Matthews left side. Shaq, when you played, you had an incredible presence in the media. Shaq, if you had social media back then, what might have been different?
Well, for me, I would have loved to have a direct communication with the fans. No misquotes. Big Aristotle's been misquoted a lot. I don't think they understand my genius. See, to me, E equals MC squared. You don't know that. Anyway, I admit I could have been a distraction that time, but hey, who cares?
George against Matthews. That one goes. Count it.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
The Lakers with a quick start to this game. James outside. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
Showing everyone how it's done. Dunk contest. That's 10s across the board, Kevin.
The 3 from George. The Clippers rebound. Ibaka, the pass to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Matthews. That one off the back iron and out.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
It seems like we're in an era of tandems in the NBA. Teams with at least 2 great players. Shaq, if you're selecting a pair to start a team with, mix and match however you want, who would you take?
Definitely got to take the Greek Freak, and I'm going to take Luka Doncic. Because they're superstars already, but they're still entering their prime. Give me those 2, it's a wrap.
Yeah, for me, Luka, no doubt about it. It'd be interesting to see how those 2 would play together. I wouldn't mind pairing Luka with a guy like Kawhi, though. That could be kind of interesting.
Luka with anybody would be interesting.
That's a great point.
Kuzma passes to LeBron. Back to Kuzma. LeBron James on the wing. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Pass to Ibaka. Inside. A baseline J. Right side George. Over Caldwell-Pope. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
And the dunk by James.
Hey, that play goes about as expected. LeBron converts through contact as well as anyone I've ever seen in my life.
To the middle, Gasol with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Count that one.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Batum. The three from George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
He had a nice open look right there. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the pass to Batum. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Lakers leading by 11. And here's James outside. Batum grabs the miss. Nobody near Williams. Rebound the Lakers. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And they brought the energy. I thought played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Nothing to hang their heads over. When you have two evenly matched teams on a given night, it's anyone's ball game.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be on.
Now having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. We've got Williams. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the two-guard spot. And James throws it down.
Even now, LeBron is incredibly explosive. In fact, he looks like a young, unstoppable Shaquille O'Neal.
Williams kicks to Zubac. Shaq, you stay very involved with the game, hang out with a lot of the players, talk with coaches. You go to many games. Name some personalities that you enjoy the most. Guys you like hanging out. Oh! That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Jackson passes to Williams. And stolen by James. And pushing it up Los Angeles. The Lakers again in transition. From past the arc. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Another miss by James.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Here's Caruso. The Lakers rebound. Morris outside. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul George in for Lou Williams. Back to Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Jackson. The Lakers with the rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Lakers working the ball around now. Takes the three. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. Clippers trail by 17. Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin. My pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing icy hot Krispy Kreme or the Journal Insurance, you just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free?
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. And, Steve, there are people who have to focus on one thing to get it right. Yet Shaq can execute so many things at a high level at the same time.
You're so right, Kevin. We know he's one of the best to ever put on a uniform. A lot of people always talk about his offense, but he made second-team all-defense 3 times. He can do it all on the court and now in the broadcasting booth.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Caruso, no good.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And the basket by Jackson.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Caldwell Pope outside. Sinks the triple. Caldwell Pope's got 11 points.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope, and it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caruso. And he overshot that one, missing.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated. And now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which can be described. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Matthews. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3. That's the Laker 5.
You can't give a steamroller like LeBron that kind of opening. He'll bury you every time.
And George kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to Ibaka. That shot off. Some solid defense from Gasol. Caldwell Pope with it. Leonard picks him up. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And for Kentavious Caldwell Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
The Clippers shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And it's George finishing it off.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
The drive by LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Up top, Zubats, defended by Gasol, and the shot is good.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
LeBron James on the wing. He's got 21.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
George passes to Zubats. Back to George. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. Back to George. The baseline J. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
James outside. For 3. Another miss by James.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's LeBron, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. It's LeBron with the drive, and Harrell slams it in.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
Williams passes to Zubats. Great D that time from Harrell. Lakers leading by 19 points. Shoots the 3. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Back to Morris. Zubats finds Morris. That 3 off the mark. The Lakers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Passes it to LeBron. Back to Morris. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And a deep 3 from James. And again, no good by the Lakers. Clippers trail by 17. Batum attacking and stolen by LeBron. Now the Lakers on the break, moving it up. Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. Morris outside. Harrell high post. Fires from deep. LeBron can't get it to go. It could go. And the miss. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. And Harrell slams it in.
If you start the alley-oop, Harrell can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
Williams with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Zubac. Williams kicks to Morris. 6 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Kuzma. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 17. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Knocks down the three ball.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Williams kicks to Morris. Back to Williams. To the wing on the left. Ibaka, the pass to Morris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Horton Tucker. Out to the wing. Here's Kuzma. Offensive rebound. Harrell on the foul. And the Lakers lead by 18.
He combines strength and a ferocious attitude. Montrez is a terror on putbacks.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
How do you stop that? LeBron with too much lift and too much power.
Clippers trail by 18. Leonard finds George. Beverly against LeBron. They double him with James. Matthews against George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Paul George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
LeBron's shot is good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Here's George. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
And here's LeBron outside. No good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays. And he did that tonight.
Beverly dishes to Batum, and the shot goes in.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kaycox checked in, and Dudley subbed in for Kyle Kuzma.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Caldwell Pope for three. Drills the three-pointer.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Fires for three. Rebound by the Clippers. And stolen by LeBron. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tip. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. You're looking live and down at the Staples. We are nearly ready.
Hey, Kevin.
There's been a transformation here in LA. There is no doubt about that. DA, thank you. So the next starting five. They've got Joe Harris, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Brown in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Batum. Just 5 on the clock, and stolen by Irving. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Great to see Kyrie Irving getting after it on the defensive end, showing how quick those hands could be, not with the ball handling, but knocking the ball away.
Irving against George. Greg, tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting. There are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship. What do you think?
You know, there'll never be a substitute for balance, but I just think with the evolution of the skill that we see in our game, the coaches and players being so smart, you do want to keep the opponents guessing, but let's face it, the three-point shot is here to stay. It's really simple math. 3 is more than 2.
Beverly finds Batum. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Batum.
And Paul George finding some ways now to be effective on the inside.
Stolen by George. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Ibaka. Outside for Batum. To the inside. Beverly the pass to Ibaka. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rocket 2. A 3 from Leonard. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Irving. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Irving with it. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Sacramento.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Now here's Brown. 29 points for him last game against Sacramento.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Here's George. Batum finds George. Back to Ibaka. Now George. The 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here we go. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
1:53 left in the first. Now here's Irving, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Batum against Harris. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Deflects the pass. On the wing, Irving. Back to Jordan. Harden right side. And it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Beverly against Harden. Back to Beverly. George looking over the floor. Pass to Beverly. In the corner, George with it. Over Irving. The shot by George, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Harris. He can't get that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for Harris. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Bruce Brown. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Williams passes to Zubac. The kick out to Williams. Morris against Green. The pass to Williams. Launches it. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Here's Shamet. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Harden. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Jordan in at the center position. Now, here's Shamet. Following the miss by Marcus Morris, and Jordan gets it to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And a miss there on the triple.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Green in the post. Guarded by Jackson. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Clippers trail by 5. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Good work there as it goes.
Such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside, it really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
Now, here is Harden. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Zubac finds Williams. And the shot goes in. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Zubac.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Harden. Tries again. Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Lou Williams.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
So both teams changing it up here.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Here's Beverly. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Green.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Batum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one, good.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Irving against Beverly. Left side, Irving. Floats one up. Out to Harris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jeff Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Beverly, the pass to Batum. And George, here we go. Harden against Beverly. Left side, Ibaka. Over Jordan. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Ibaka.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
Here's Irving. Buries it down low.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Ibaka finds Leonard, and here's George. Covered by Irving. Leonard on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Irving drives in. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's an 8-point Nets lead.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there. Getting to the basket with ease.
And stolen by Jordan. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And as great as James Harden has been, and
we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the 2. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On the wing, George. He's got 5 and stolen by Jordan. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And Brown throws it down.
Well, that break started by Jordan Steele. Long arms helping to get into the passing lane.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's George finishing it off.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
So for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. And the Nets also making a change. Shamet's checked in. Yep, that one goes. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Pass to Jordan. Shamet on the wing. The Nets working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Irving misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Jordan. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Irving looking for an opening. A beautiful reverse layup. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Jackson. Here's Kennard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now, here's Robertson. Got a piece of it. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Morris with the rebound. And here's Los Angeles. Big stretch here going 10-2. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
And the game of basketball is one of runs. And right now, this one's definitely not over.
Outside Williams. Pass to Zubac. Back to Williams. Leonard dishes to Williams. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Here's Johnson. The Clippers getting the bucket. Back to Robertson. The pass to Johnson. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
There's no way he even felt that contact. That's what makes Leonard so tough to defend on the dribble drive.
Over in the corner, Green. Passes it to Llewellyn. Here's Johnson. Here's Robertson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 3. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Well, the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. Down low and stolen by Jordan. Pushing it up. And it's Brown missing.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Nobody near Williams. Here's Ibaka, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Luwawu Cabarro.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
And here's Morris for 3. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 1-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Harden outside. Back to Irving. To the paint. Here's Jordan. Right side, Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
It feels like he's taking nothing but shots he knows he's going to knock down. Kyrie playing sharp here.
Williams passes to Ibaka. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Morris outside. And Ibaka kicks to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
And here's Irving. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Nets lead by 3.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Williams passes to Ibaka. Kicks it to Beverly. Pass to Morris. Back to Beverly to tie it up. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Now it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
Beverly dishes to Williams. In the corner, it's Morris. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Outside Irving. Harris outside. Back to Irving. Jordan inside, working on Williams. Brown wide open, he fires. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside Williams. Ibaka, the pass to Zubats. He kicks to Beverly. Morris outside. Back to Beverly. And the call. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win.
That puts them in the lead. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Here's Irving. A putback. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Pass to Beverly. There's the triple. The Clippers rebound. Zubac the pass to George. This one for 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Batum passes to Zubac. From deep, George. They get the rebound. Zubac kicks to George. Now the pass to Beverly, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
Outside Irving. It's good!
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is full.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And don't start the celebration just yet. They're going to have a second look at the replay monitor and see if it got in. This one's over if the original ruling of the basket stands. But we'll see. The officials have made their decision. The basket, as we thought, will count.
Setups in the biz. Here are your State Farm assists of the month. Hombres and hombrettes. Our first play is from King IPM in the Pro Am.
But traffic in New York City. And before we...
Kevin, thanks very much.
GA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James is out there with Matthews. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the three, the small forward. And for the Nets, we've got Irving. Harris is out there with Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. Inside, stolen by Caldwell Pope. Gasol with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Jordan high post. And stolen by James. Brooklyn with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. And stolen by Kuzma. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball for three. Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Brown. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And stolen by Kuzma. And Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now, here is Irving. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Sacramento.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for James Harden.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And the dunk by LeBron.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Here's Irving. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
LeBron outside. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Now, here is Irving. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Harrell. And it's the Lakers on the break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. James looking it over. Shot clock at 5, and there it is for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Here's Luwawu. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Irving for 3. Morris with the rebound. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
It's good.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. LeBron dishes to Harrell. And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Here's Irving. He has 6. And the layup falls. Irving's got 8.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's LeBron James. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Luwawu is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Jeff Green on the wing. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Shamet. They get it again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. Here's Horton Tucker. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Shamet the pass to Green. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Caruso looking for an opening. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Nets trail by 9. Now Harden. 29 points for him last game against Sacramento. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
And the pass to Morris. The dish to Harrell. Count that one.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Harden right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well. Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Green is right there. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Nets trail by 7. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Harden against James. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
Harden scanning the floor. Green, and Green is right there. Green's got his third basket of the night.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Here's James, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Up again, and Green is right there. Green's got 8 points.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Gasol. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Here's Irving. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds. And that does it for our half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron James is out there with Matthews. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Gasol at the center position. To the inside, Gasol. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. That's now 8 points for Marc Gasol. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And here's LeBron outside. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. Outside Irving. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, somehow, some way, you got to keep Jordan away from the basket because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
To the middle, Gasol.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the...
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Luwawu is check in for Brooklyn. Landry Shamet comes in for James Harden.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Morris is checked in for the Lakers. And the layup is good. Morris has got his first basket of the night.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Shamet the pass to Luwawu. And stolen by Harrell. Pass break. The Lakers goes up. And Harrell slams it in.
Possessing great mobility at his size, Harrell runs the floor like a deer.
Shamet on the wing. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Brown outside. The Lakers with the rebound. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And Morris throws it down.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
Shamet the pass to Jordan. The shot is good off the backboard. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's done his part, no doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Lakers leading by 10. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Brown, and the rejection by Harrell. The Lakers have gone as spotless, 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Morris outside. Good D by Jordan. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Down by 12. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, Harris is such an aggressive hunter of his shots. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and sometimes they get over-aggressive with him.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. Irving comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. LeBron outside. Feeds to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to James. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Irving attacking, and that one drops for him. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Green, and it's Jordan in at the 5 patrolling the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Weight room muscle on display there, James. Even when he gets hit, he can still score.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Well, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
LeBron outside. Caldwell Pope outside. But they get it back. Here's Gasol, and Gasol slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Harden dishes to Jordan. And they're running. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Irving with the steal. It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
LeBron outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 16. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Jordan against Gasol. And a deep three from Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got 11 points here in just the second half. LeBron outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. From deep. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. Nets trail by 15. Here's Irving. The feed to Harris. Good D by James. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. With the putback. And Harden on the follow. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
I don't think there's anybody who works harder for his points than Harden does. I mean, if he has to attack the glass to get him, he'll do that too.
The 10-footer. And LeBron James gets it to go.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
LeBron against Harden. Over Harden. And that one goes long. Nets trail by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And, you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
From downtown. And the Lakers with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
2 shots. And he can't hit the second. The Lakers on offense. A 12-point game. Here's Kaycock. A floater, and the layup is up and in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
As an athlete, you can never stop learning about the history of the game you play. It's about knowing who came before you and knowing what they did to change the sport and change so much else too.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got LeBron James. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Matthews in at the 2. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Leonard. Gasol with the rebound. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach Doris to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's LeBron. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Wizards. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Really most effective when he's in attack mode, and KCP with the athleticism to do it.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Beverley for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
Here's Beverley following the basket by LeBron James. Shot to stop the run. Goes back up. The shot missing. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
And here's Leonard. Following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Shots good by Ibaka. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. But whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Here's Kuzma. Following the score by Serge Ibaka.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Back to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
James looking around. Gasol trying to free himself up. And that one's good. James.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Beverley against James. Here's Beverley. Batum attacking. They double him with James. Batum finds Beverley, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Patrick Beverley is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Williams in for Paul George. Here's Caruso. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Harrell, the pass to Caruso. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 5. Morris kicks to Kennard. Back to Morris. That one good for 2.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the basket by Marcus Morris. Kennard against Caldwell Pope. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in, and Caldwell Pope drops them both. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Williams passes to Zubac. Bucket is good.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Caruso kicks to Caldwell Pope. And again, the Lakers no good. Jackson in the corner. The pass to Kennard. Now here's Zubac. Back to Kennard. Got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
This game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got his first points in this one. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Pass to Horton Tucker from deep three-point range. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Now Williams. No points in the game yet for him. 4 on the clock. Morris passes to Williams. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Horton Tucker. Lakers passing it around. A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Morris outside to the paint. Zubac kicks to Morris. Back to Zubac. And it's good for 2. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's tipped. Trying to get something going, and he sinks the layup. Caldwell Pope's got 9.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Williams passes to Zubac. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Williams is running. Here's Morris. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lakers trail by 7. Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Morris passes to Harrell. Good on the bucket.
Montrezl Harrell relishes that kind of contact. Put it on the deck and drive it, Montrezl.
Clippers leading by 5. Williams scanning the floor. Zubac kicks to Williams. Right side Jackson. Passes it to Zubac. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
LeBron up top, defended by Beverly. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Gasol.
Boy, that big body, those long arms, so hard to keep Marc Gasol off the glass.
George passes to Batum. Count it.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Morris outside. And James with the basket on the assist by Morris. James has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? It's the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and load management. The last few seasons, a common occurrence for Kawhi Leonard, missing about a quarter of the regular season. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Pocket is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Now here's James. The putback, and Gasol able to finish.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside, George. It's tipped. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell-Pope. On defense, the Lakers. Beverly dishes to George. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go. And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. A shot by Batum, no good. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's LeBron, and he banks in the layup. LeBron's got 8 points.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
George with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Batum, good.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
LeBron against Beverly. Kuzma, left side. Lakers working the ball around now. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
Here's George following the basket by LeBron James. Ibaka rejected by Gasol.
Just great timing and great awareness from Marc Gasol. This guy is a relentless shot blocker.
Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Down low. Rejected by Gasol. LeBron drives in, and James throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Bounce pass, Harrell. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Harrell. And now a 5-point Laker lead. The Clippers have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. The finish. And he could not get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Horton Tucker, that's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clippers trail by 9. George passes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
Kawhi Leonard's length and shot-making ability on the interior is problematic for the defense.
LeBron James on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. James misses. The Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir.
Love the way Paul George shares the rock. Sometimes I think doesn't get enough credit for his ability as a distributor.
James outside. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And really, guys, his percentage from the line at 70 isn't quite up to snuff.
George looking over the floor. Williams dishes to George. Here's Zubac. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Lakers ahead as they wrap up the third quarter with an energy. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got LeBron James. Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Horton Tucker in at the two-guard spot.
Well, it doesn't take much for LeBron James to find his rhythm. The king right now making it look effortless.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Matthews, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Caruso. Harrell drives in.
Boy, you have got to love how much energy Montrezl Harrell provides. He's penetrating off the dribble drive, and he's tough to deal with.
And that one misses. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Second free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 10. And George kicks to Morris. Back to George. Zubac the pass to George. And it's sent back by Morris.
Well, the tools, the instincts to do this on a more regular basis are certainly there for Markieff Morris. He gets every bit of that one.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Zubac. Morris passes to Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Just 4 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Loads it up there for Harrell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Throw it up and let Montrezl Harrell finish.
On the wing, Morris. The three ball. Zubac trying to break loose. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket for Morris.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Morris into the lane. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Kuzma's checked in. And it's Beverly missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Zubac.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard. That's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Harrell finds Caldwell Pope. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Beverly.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And stolen by Kuzma. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the right side. Inside. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from George.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Beverly. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers leading by 7. Dishes it to Matthews. Caldwell Pope on the wing. For the three. Score of the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
No one near James as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Leonard from 3. That shot missing. And the Lakers take it the other way. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. But they recover it. James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
From deep, James. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard, that's for 2. Can't connect.
And the quickness and long arms of KCP, he does a good job of...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
Star. In 1959, the Lakers were playing an exhibition game in Charleston, West Virginia. When they got to their hotel, Elgin and the team's other two black players weren't allowed to check in. Eventually, the team found a different hotel, but there was still a problem. No restaurant in the town would let them eat inside. They had to go to the supermarket and make sandwiches in their room. So when it came time for the game, Elgin said he wasn't playing.
And And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And for the Nets, Brown out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. Shots good by Ibaka. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
A three-pointer is right on target.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Harden against Beverly. Harden, that's good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka, the ability to absorb contact while maintaining control. And
Harden with the stuff.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Back to Beverly. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game. And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Here is Harden. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. That one drops for him. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Beverly dishes to Ibaka. And it's blocked by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And George kicks to Batum. Irving against Beverly. Outside for Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ibaka. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot him for a very high percentage.
Harden against Beverly. From 11 feet away. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. George against Irving. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by George. He's got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now, here's Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. George passes to Batum. Down low. Here's Beverly. Outside for George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the middle. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Nice pass. Not really known as a natural facilitator, but Ibaka has the experience at this point to execute these plays.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 18. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 20 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Beverly dishes to George. Back to Beverly. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Nets leading by 3. Harden scanning the floor. And the basket is good.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. Going on an absolute... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, we've got Williams. Morris is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 2. And Harden with the stuff.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Passes it to Jackson. Here's Kennard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Good D by Jordan. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
Here's Williams. Doesn't go that time. Jordan with some nice D. Nets leading by 5. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Green. Harden's got 26.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Morris, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Williams, and they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the 3-point line.
Here's Irving after the Clippers pick up 2. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
Williams passes to Jackson. Chalk up 2 there.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
For Brooklyn, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Irving attacking bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Williams kicks to Jackson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Nets leading by 4. Outside Irving. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Zubac finds Williams. Yep, it counts. Williams has got 5 now.
You see the toughness of Williams. Won't shy away from contact.
Irving looking for an opening. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. 4-point game. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Leonard attacking, and he makes that one. Leonard's got his second bucket.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Here's Irving. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
So for the Nets, Brown is checked in for Luau, and it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Paul George, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Ibaka. Harden outside, tries from 16. Batum grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Leonard with the bucket. And it's now only a 1-point Nets lead.
With hands wider than the dimensions of the basketball, Kawhi able to control it with ease.
The Nets have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. And he'll shoot free throws here. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Beverly dishes to George. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And that's a wrap with the third.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
We've got Harris. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Beverly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You really wouldn't know what size he is because Patrick Beverley gives you toughness at that point guard position, and he's physical.
Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Now, here is George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Harden against Beverly, and it's blocked.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
Back to Batum. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Beverly missing.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Brooklyn trailing. Harden outside. And he converts the layup. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Left side, George. Yes, that goes in. George has got the lead back up to 1 now for the Clippers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Harden, 32 points in the game. It's good.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Here's George. James Harden picking up that last basket. Leonard, that falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 9 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
It's Harden with the drive. Can't cash in from close range.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Beverly against Harden. Good. Harden's got 36.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now here is Ibaka. Here's George. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden, no good.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Offensive rebound. Ibaka, no luck. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. In the corner, Harden. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will come the other way.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Round kicks to Harden. Good on the shot. Harden's got 38 points.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Ibaka, the pass to George. Back to Ibaka. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. To the left side wing. Ibaka wide open. He finds. And that one hits back iron. Harden outside. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Paul George. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Williams. And it's Zubac in at the center position.
The shiftiness of Kyrie earns him a trip to the stripe.
And so Irving nails both of them. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Williams. To the paint. Morris looking over the floor. Kennard on the wing. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris finds George. Buries the long-range jumper.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside Irving. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Man, it's a joy to watch Kyrie go to work. You can tell he lives and breathes this game.
Zubac the pass to Kennard. Outside Williams. Kennard kicks to Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Irving against George. That shot, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And I like that he's staying aggressive. One of the NBA's most consistent scorers. Kawhi's been doing it all tonight.
Here's Irving. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Outside, George. Williams looking over the floor. George passes to Zubac. It's good. Zubac has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Zubac. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And George with this stuff.
Bringing the intensity on the glass. If Paul George is out there, he's going to give it his all.
Outside Irving. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Nobody near Leonard. Connects from three-point range. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Harden against Beverly. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
I mean, it's so impressive. Kyrie's scoring ability. Terrific shot maker. Obviously gets to the line, converts at a high rate.
Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 23 points.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first 2.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Leonard.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The smaller guys want to get into the body when they get inside. Get into the line, a good outcome for Kyrie.
Both free throws good for Irving. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. George from deep three-point land. Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. A solid. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Steve.
23 or 33.
Up next, hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
So the Nets starting five. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 4. And for the Lakers, they've got Marc Gasol. LeBron James is out there with Matthews. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Kuzma in at the power forward position. Now, here is Irving. Harden missing his last shot. Count that bucket. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where
we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
Yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Gasol with the rebound. And so Gasol will bring it up for Los Angeles. Good on the bucket.
Seeing the court like a point, that's Gasol showing the full range of his skills.
Harden against LeBron. The kick out to Brown. Got a piece of it. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. No good from Irving.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. No good from Irving.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Kuzma's got his second bucket.
So long, so mobile. I love watching Kuzma get out on the break and execute like this.
The drive by James and finished off by LeBron.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Oh, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Here is Harden after the basket by the Lakers. On the wing, Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving passes to Harden. And Gasol sends it back.
Got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots. If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time.
James. And Irving pulls it down.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Harden, no good.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's Irving. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And James throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on. And a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Lakers leading by 10. Matthews into the lane. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws, good for James. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And the rejection by Harrell. No good from Irving.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
LeBron dishes to Harrell. Kicks it out to LeBron. 17 seconds left in the first. And the layup falls.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's the pass to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Looking to get it going, and it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, man, look at Morris use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Landry Shamet. Green is out there with Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Irving, following the basket by LeBron James. The kick out to Irving. Back to Jordan. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
And with his struggles at the line, you need to hack down DeAndre. You can't let him get the shot off there.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. Free throw good, Jordan. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now look, this is nice. I love how Irving challenges the defense. Great at forcing the D to foul him while shooting.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Irving. And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Morris into the lane, and Morris throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
There's Green with the 3. Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Here's Caruso. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harrell trying to free himself up. Caruso, no good. Nets trail by 13. Here's Luwawu. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Kings.
I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
On the wing, Green. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. No good from Luwawu. Lakers leading by 15. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Irving passes to Shamet. Outside, Green. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, how often do we hear it? You know, you got to take care of the basketball. I mean, they got to be much more disciplined tonight.
Here's Caruso after Jeff Green's bucket, and stolen by Jordan. Green passes to Shamet. Can't hit from in close. And Morris has got the ball here for the Lakers. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And that one's good, Caruso.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Irving. They get it again. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Here's Jordan. Goes up again. Great D that time from Harrell.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Nets trailed by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Irving looking for an opening. To the paint, here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points. And that's a...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
On to Tacumbo out there with Morris. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Caruso in at point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
Now here's Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Jordan trying to free himself up, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Yes, that goes in.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now, here is Harden. The shot from the low post is good. Harden's got 6.
Well, Harden's strength is part of what makes him special, able to score through all kinds of contact.
Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Fires the 3. A putback, and onto Tacumbo on the follow. And the Lakers lead by 19.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist from Harden. He's got 9.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Harden. Passes to Caruso. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 17. Harden's shot is good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Caruso, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Irving from long range. The putback, great positioning on the putback. Great game for him, double-double down. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
And there's no real answer for Caldwell Pope in pick and roll sets. He can beat you with the shot outside or his quickness inside.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
The Lakers making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. The kick out to Matthews. Inside. LeBron passes to Kuzma. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Harrell, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Lakers lead by 20.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harden against James. And stolen by James. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Whether he's driving, posting up, firing from deep, you know LeBron has it all. He's been a fantastic evening for him.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Harden, no good.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Harden against James. Pass to Kuzma. Kicks it to Gasol. And they double up Gasol. Got it. Good job in the low post.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden left side. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
No one near James as he lets it go. Harrell kicks to James. Jacks up a 3. No good that time. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's James. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. It's LeBron with the drive.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Matthews. And stolen by James. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Launches it. Another miss by LeBron.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
LA's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Here's Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
From deep, LeBron. Good on the triple. James has got 8 here in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Poked away. Burnett shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about... very strange.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Kaycock's checked in. Dudley comes in for Montrezl Harrell. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Alex Caruso in for LeBron.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Kaycock hits the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Now, that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Robertson, the pass to Chioza. Shot clock at 6. Back to Robertson. Here's Cook. Rebounded by Dudley. Outside Matthews. No one near him. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.